something quiet might be about to happen within Newcastle United. We're not talking about the usual speculation or baseless rumors that pop up every transfer window. This involves a move concerning a very well-known name among the fans, someone who has been applauded standing at St. James Park, the kind of situation that can slip under the radar amid all the big announcements and high expectations, but when revealed, carries a heavy emotional weight for those who truly follow the club's daily life. And that's exactly why this video is so important. Here we're going to tell a story that goes far beyond the pitch, a tale marked by resilience, setbacks, and now, perhaps, a farewell. But this possible farewell is not being announced with pomp or ceremony. It's unfolding quietly, with clear signs for those who know where to look, a scenario that demands the attention of true Magpies supporters who see the club as an extension of their own identity. By the way, if you're still here, it means you really care about Newcastle United. So take a moment to subscribe to the channel. It helps us keep this space up to date with everything happening at our club. And of course, it keeps you ahead with information that doesn't always appear on the big news portals. Subscribe now, and let's keep walking this journey together. Getting back to the heart of the story, it's interesting to see how football can be cruel to some players. While some shine and become instant heroes, others, despite talent and dedication, lose their place. Sometimes not due to lack of merit, but because of external factors like injuries or tactical decisions. One such case is currently catching attention behind the scenes in Tyneside, and it seems the final decision might already be made, even if not officially announced. According to Sky Sports, a very beloved name among Newcastle United supporters may have played his last game for the club. We're talking about Matt Targett. Yes, the left-back who arrived on loan from Aston Villa in January 2022 and quickly won over the fans. The revelation that the player might be leaving was made by the respected English broadcaster, which closely follows market moves and maintains direct sources within Premier League clubs. Matt Targett's journey at St. James Park began promisingly. His arrival, alongside names like Bruno Guimaraes, Kieran Trippier, Dan Burn, and Chris Wood, was crucial in steering the club away from relegation during one of the toughest periods in recent years. It was a turning point, and Targett was at the heart of that transformation. After that recovery campaign, chants from the stands calling for him to stay rang loud, and the club answered the call. The following summer, he was signed permanently. But fate doesn't always follow the script we want. A string of injuries and the rise of other players in the squad, like Lewis Hall, saw Targett lose his place. Despite his proven talent, the left-back has played only 31 games over the last 3 full seasons. Of those, just 12 came in the last 2. Numbers that are low for a Premier League player, especially considering many of those appearances came during less competitive moments or emergency situations. It's important to say that Targett's possible exit isn't related to technical issues. Quite the opposite. Eddie Howe, Newcastle's manager, has never hidden his admiration for the left-back. In February 2022, after a 3-1 win over Everton, a historic game for the Magpies, the coach praised him highly. He is a very composed and calm individual, defended very well. Howe said at the time, "It was a very, very strong performance. I thought he looked like he'd been part of that defense for years." These praises make the potential departure of Matt Targett a bittersweet moment. On one hand, there's the recognition of everything he represented during the toughest period in Newcastle's recent history. On the other, there's the inevitability of circumstances. The club needs squad space, and keeping players who aren't regularly used can block opportunities for growth. Plus, there's the financial aspect. Although Newcastle aren't under PSR pressure this window, any money raised from sales can be reinvested in more strategic signings. If you've made it this far and haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. We always bring this kind of behind-the-scenes info from reliable sources and in straightforward language for those who truly live football. Subscribing is quick, free, and ensures you stay up to date with everything happening in the Newcastle United universe. The decision on Targett hasn't been officially confirmed by the club, but the signs are clear. According to Sky Sports, he's one of the names on the list of departures considered mutually beneficial. That is, a transfer that could be good for both Newcastle, which needs to reorganize the squad, and the player himself, who might find more opportunities and prominence at another Premier League club, or even abroad. This kind of quiet exit happens frequently in football, but rarely with players who have been so important to the team. That's why, rather than just reporting that Matt Targett might be leaving, we decided to bring this deeper analysis, recalling the context, his achievements, and his role within the club. Because for those who truly follow Newcastle, every piece matters, and every departure deserves to be understood with due respect. Meanwhile, fans continue to await official news. The transfer window promises to be intense, with many names expected to come and go at St. James Park in the coming weeks. Whether Targett stays or not will be just one of many stories shaping this new chapter of the club. But there's no denying that this story carries an important symbolic weight, especially for those who remember the 2022 campaign as a turning point. Thank you for staying with us so far. And we emphasize, if you enjoy this kind of in-depth content, with context, analysis, and quality information, subscribe now. It helps us keep producing and ensures you're always informed about everything involving our Newcastle United. And once again, just to be clear, the information about Matt Targett's possible departure was published by Sky Sports, one of the most respected sources in British sports journalism. So, we're talking about serious news, based on solid grounds, and deserving the fans' attention. Stay tuned, because updates could come at any moment. With the transfer market about to heat up, this kind of movement is likely to become more common, and here on the channel, we'll follow every detail, bringing daily updates about all things Newcastle United, from quiet exits like Targett's to possible blockbuster arrivals. Our commitment is to you, the passionate supporter who wants to know everything firsthand, so hit the notification bell and don't miss the next videos. There's a lot coming your way. Newcastle is moving, and we'll be with you every step of this new chapter. See you in the next video.